Hey MiniWarGamers, welcome to the next episode of War of the Realms. I have Aaron here again with his Empire to play a 100 wound battle against my Lizardmen this time. Well, right now we're going to show you the armies and the table, but if you want to come in and play me for Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40k, or anything else we do here at MiniWarGaming, you go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details, or you can email me directly at steve@miniwargaming.com. Here's my 100 wounds of Lizardmen. I'm using 24 swords with hand weapon and shields. 4 Croxigor, one with the special moon mace, I believe it's called, and an old blood on a Carnosaur. Not Carnosaur, that's a cold one. There's a Scar Veteran on the Carnosaur right there. I guess that's a special character model, never thought about that, but it'll just be a Scar Veteran on a Carnosaur. And there's also an Engine of the Gods. I haven't used this yet in Age of Sigmar. I'm using 8 Saurus Cavalry, 5 Chameleon Skinks, and 10 regular skinks with blowpipes and clubs. I really don't know what these guys are going to do. They look really bad, but I have to try them at least once before I make up my mind on them. And that is my 100 wounds of lizards. 100 wounds of Empire.
Alright, so we have 2 units of Outriders with a sharpshooter that has a repeater pistol, and then next to that we have the Hurricanum, which I have never used before. Alright, next up we have a Warrior Priest who has the single hand weapon and a shield. Then we have 2 cannons and a Master Engineer. And then we also have 1 large unit of Rakesguard Knights. They do have a commander and they do have shields. And then of course we have Franz on his Griffin.
And that's our 100 wounds of Empire. This is the table we're going to play on for our game, our 100 wound game. We're not going to use any of the terrain rules with the exception of the realm gates will be realm gates. Everything else will just provide cover. No other special rules. It's too hard to keep track of. Now we're going to roll off and see who's going to divide the table. My rule is going to be a 4. I guess I'll divide the table. Well, I need to be in combat and I'm not that fast moving. You can outrange me and you got some pretty decent speed. So I'm thinking I'm going to divide it the normal way. And you need to pick your side. Which side would you like? Makes sense because your armies are over there. that's how I do.
Easy side.
So I'm going to deploy my first unit. I'm going to deploy my Chameleon Skinks and they're going to hide somewhere on the table. So a cannon goes ahead and takes the hill. Goes ahead and take that. Is that English? I'll go with English. I drop down a tiny blob of skinks over here with the intention of running towards the gate right away. And a second cannon takes the hill. Throwing down my Saurus Warrior is almost dead center on the table. And an Engineer joins the cannon crews. I drop my Engine of Gods, staring down the cannons because I'm brave, I guess. And then we got some Outriders steady in front of the hill. Readjusting them so they're not over the 12-inch line. I got my old one on a, no, sorry, an old blood on a cold one sitting on this hill. And then some more Outriders heading towards that gate. My Scar Veteran takes this hill, and Karl Franz comes down. Croxigor go down, and then Knights go right next to Karl Franz. I drop my Cavalry on my way right flank. Priest goes down behind the Knights. Where are you? There you are, hiding. And I am done deploying. So what's left? Just the Hurricanum?
Just the Hurricane.
Where's she gonna go? Right by the Knights. Alrighty, well, I'm finished deploying first. I'm gonna take the first turn. Before that, I gotta roll for these realm gates. What are they gonna be? This one here is gonna be inspiring and it does D3 wounds, everything within 3, but nothing's there. And this realm gate is gonna be sinister and damned. Right now, we're gonna talk a bit about our deployment and why we kind of set up the way we did, and I don't know what was in our minds, what was we thinking in our opponent's mind here. Obviously, the first thing I did is lay down my Chameleon Skinks because it allows me to drop something first and basically have you drop something first.
Yeah.
So that's that was a pretty helpful thing. Now, after that, I kind of knew the cannons were either going to go on one or the other hill. It just makes sense to give them all the kind of cover shape you possibly can. So dropping my blob of Saurus Warriors to run at them, hopefully make you fire at them, which I doubt you will because you're going to fire at the big monsters first, aren't you?
I haven't decided yet.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the issue is that I need to keep them alive longer than 1 turn, so...
True.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm right now. I'm debating whether or not I should actually take first. I'm going to take first turn, but I did think about it because, excuse me, make you go first. You're going to get a couple of cannon shots that are going to, I don't know, could potentially severely neuter or wipe something out turn 1, but you can move forward and I can get to you a little bit better. And then I can have my chameleon skinks pop up right behind the cannons and possibly take one out turn 1. There's only 5 of them, so it's not guaranteed. And if I have them pop out right away, they're as good as dead. There's a lot back there to counter them. I'm going to take first turn, but I'm not necessarily sure it's the 100% right thing to do. But I need to try to take out at least one cannon. And Karl Franz, once again, I think I'm going to run away from him. How far does he fly? 14 or 16?
14.
14, so he's still got a pretty decent movement.
No, 15.
15, okay, 15. That's all right, not bad.
15 at 0 to 3 wounds.
I don't know if anything here can... well, everything can take him, but anything he fights first is just good as dead. Do you have a general plan for what you're going to do? I think we're both aiming
here. Well, I would say the big weakness of the army is the 2 Outriders, because in 8th edition, Outriders were really good, but they're not as good in Age of Sigmar. So I probably should only be using 1 unit of them. But
the models are spectacular.
The models are spectacular, and it's the models that I have, so I don't really have a lot of choices there. But the issue with the Empire is that you have to build synergy. So both of these things give nice buffs to everything within, let's say, a 15-inch bubble around it. But without those buffs, things start falling apart. So I can't like spread out too much. I have to utilize the special abilities.
Sure. There is one advantage I think you have with Empire. It is the cannons.
Yeah.
They allow you to be a little bit more reserved, not have to charge forward if you don't want to. You have the ability to take things out from a great distance. Where my entire army, I'm not saying it's weak by any means. In fantasy it was a very, very strong army. Even in Age of Sigmar, like we ignore Ren's over here. We have a lot of wounds on these characters. These guys do very well in combat. Not a lot of long range. The weakness of this army here is no real long range, but great bravery, which helps a lot of things. So I actually
good armor,
decent armor. The whole thing.
Because you ignore the Ren.
Exactly, like the whole thing with these guys with their shields that ignore Rens unless they're -2 or better. So them, him, and him is a huge buff, I think. All right.
The engineer is a must, though.
You
have
absolutely.
to take engineers with the Empire for the reroll on the cannons, and even in the last game, I mean, it's still, bad rolls on the cannons is really bad. But the big thing is making sure that these 3 units work well together, that I pick the right spells and I pick the right hero abilities and I target the right units. Because if I don't, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, no, I'm going to see. I think I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to try and throw my Source Warriors at them and let them just die until I deal with everything over here and then kind of swing around. I'm hoping to win the flank fights and then pincer in onto this core right here, because that's the only. If I go try to put everything on them now, I think I'll lose the fight. But there you go. There's my number 1 goal. Here's my number 2 goal, and number 3 goal. Number 2 goal. Hide from this guy. Stay away from the big bird. Karl Franz is obviously named the general over here, and I'm going to name my Scar veteran the general, even though we have a higher ranking guy here. He's going to be the guy in charge. In the hero phase, my Engine of God has to roll a number of dice shown on the wounds chart. So unwounded, he rolls 3 dice, add up the score, and something random will happen. 10. So that one there, I would roll a die for every enemy unit within 10 inches of the Engine of the God. On a 4+, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. So no enemies, no damage. I'm not going to bring these guys in quite yet. If I bring them in now, they're as good as dead. They're not going to do anything really impactful yet, because there's only 5 of them. If you had a big squad of 20 of them, bringing them on turn 1 right away is always a good idea. These chameleon skinks are going to run in the movement phase. 6 inches. I'm getting everybody within 6 of the gate. And staying 3 inches away from it, so you can teleport it through next turn. My general is going to move, he's going to run. He's going to go 13 inches. He's not going to take the full distance, he's going to kind of tow the realm gate here for the extra save. Because that cannon's coming soon. And we have the Engine of the Gods running as well, moving a total of 12 inches. Source are going to run. Not very fast. Oh, they have war drums. I don't have to run. So war drums allow them to just always count as if they ran 5, essentially. Unable to charge or shoot if they had any ranged weapons. But these move double their pace. Everybody over here is going to run. Plenty enough to get, whoa, to there. My cavalry over here is going to run. They're looking for a 3 to get every model within 6 inches of the realm gate. So give me a 3. Oh, they have war drums too. I don't know how to do that. By the way, which essentially turns their run into a 7-inch run, moving double their pace. Getting all models within 6 inches of the realm gate, but 3 inches away. And then my Croxagors are going to run. They have no war drums. They're going to move a total of 8 inches. Running everything straight forward. Everything ran, so nothing can charge. There's nothing to shoot, so that's going to end my turn. Now, what's happening in your hero phase?
Alright, so I'm going to start and try to get the synergy of everything built up. So, Karl Franz is going to use his command ability on these guys to give them +1 to hit.
Beautiful. Isn't it all free peoples within 15?
No, I can select a free people within 15, and it makes 1 extra attack.
Oh!
+1 attack.
That's scary.
To them, and then his natural ability is they don't have to take
Battle shock
within 15 inches.
Okay.
And then this automatically gives them +1 to hit, so long as you're within 10 inches of it, which currently they are. And then the priest, I'm going to roll and see if I can get them a reroll.
Uh-oh. 3+?
3+. Cocked.
Yeah.
Nope.
Whew. So they got +1 attack with +1 to hit.
Correct. And then I have the wizard as well, who's going to try to cast Mystic Shield, but because he's on this thing, he gets
+1.
+1. Yeah.
So looking for 4.
4s. Ooh,
you got her.
made it.
And I have nothing to unbind. Moving right on to the movement phase. Those big block of scary knights are moving forward. They're 10 inches. Karl Franz, flap, 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 3 inches away from my old blood. On a cold one. Ah, I got it. And moving the Hurricane kind of in a position like so that when he makes his charge, if they make their charge, both of them and the cannons will stay within the 10-inch range of the +1 to hit from the, I don't know what that thing is, that swirling...
Hurricane.
Yeah, it's
Celestial?
Celestial spinning planet thingy, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
The spinny planet thingy. What are those things called?
Celestial Hurricane?
No, actually somebody right now is screaming...
Mobile. Is it a mobile?
Well, that's what you have over like a crib. but yes, I'll go with that. It's not what I was thinking, but we're gonna go with that. And then the priest is gonna go catch up and stay hidden. The cannons are gonna go flee off the board. Oh, okay, they're not gonna hit the board. The outriders are going towards the gate as well.
Stay out of 3, but within 6.
Yeah, smart thing. And these outriders.
They didn't get their shots off.
In the shooting phase, we have a bunch of pistols firing on my Scar Veteran here, hitting on 4s. And the expert is hitting on 3s. He's got 1 more hit. And these are all wounding on 3s.
Ooh.
Whew. I ignore the Ren because of my Stardrake shield. And I'm in cover, so I get a 3-up armor save. I'm going to take 3 wounds. I am down to 9. 3 balls over here in range of my cavalry, hitting on 4s. Ooh, only 1 hit. And wounding on 3s. There's a wound. I have a 5-up save and I ignore the Ren. And I make it. The Hurricane is going to fire its 3 shots onto this unit here. It doesn't roll to hit or to wound, it just rolls 3, well, a die for each of his attacks, just 3 of them, and it consults a chart. So 3d6. The first one's going to be a 5.
D3 mortal wounds.
Ouch. 3 dead. 1, 2, 3. The second one, going to be a 1.
1 mortal wound.
Yoink. And the last one.
D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. The Engineer's long rifle is going to fire into my Scar Veteran here. Single shot hit on a 3. Which hits. It wounds on a 3. I'm assuming it's only a rend of 1, so I'm going to ignore it. So a 3-up armor. No, only 1 wound?
Yes.
Down to 8.
Nope.
Nope. 2 wounds down to 7. First cannon is going to fire onto my Scarlet Engineer. He has 2 shots hitting on 3s because of the Hurricane. 2 hits. These are wounding on 2s. Oh boy. Rend of -2, plus I have my cover save, so I'm going to get a total of 5 up save against these. No, they both go through for D6 damage apiece. Only 3 still alive! Second cannon, gonna try to finish them off. 2 shots hitting on 3s because they're Hurricane them. Rerolling because of the Master Engineer. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds, I'm looking for 5 up armor saves. 1 goes through for D6 wounds. Nah, he's dead.
Start with this one.
Going on to the charge phase, the Reichsguard Knights are going to try to charge. 9 inches will get them into my Saurus Warriors.
+2.
+2 for being Reichsguard, that's right, looking for 7. We got the 9 though. This whole front rank of Knights are attacking now. They have +1 attack and +1 hit. So a bunch of attacks hitting on 2s. Are you rerolling to hit as well because the Prayer Priest?
No, he failed.
He failed?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All those attacks are wounding on 3s on the charge. I have a 5 up saves against this. Hey, I'm gonna lose 4 saves, but that's 2 damage apiece on the charge, so that's 8 dead. I think you meant to do a charge over here.
Oh, I did.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and roll your 3 and get in. So I'm gonna attack you first. And then all those horses now attack with +1 attack, +1 to hit. Looking for 3s to hit right now. And 4s to wound. With a 5+ armor save. Hey, I okay, not bad. More survived than I expected. That's going to be 6 more dead. Just the command left. Alright, so over here my old bud's going to attack with his Celestite War Pick. Wow. War Pick. He has 3 attacks hitting on 3s. He's got 3 hits. He's wounding on 3s. He's got 1 wound. There's a -1 rend, so you have a 5 up save. No, he's going to take 1 wound from that. And after he's done attacking with that War Pick, he rolls a die on a 4+, he gets attack again. He does. So 3 more attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. For 1 more, 5 up save. Nope, taking another wound. And then the 3rd time after he's done attacking, he rolls another die on a 6+, he attacks for a 3rd time. This is the last time he can possibly attack with that weapon though. No, no more attacks. With his shield, he has 1 attack, hitting on a 4. And wounding on a 3. There's no rend to your 4 up save. Make that one. And then his cold one has 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, and no more damage there.
Alright, so Karl Franz has a special rule called Loyal Beast, and whenever he takes a wound, his Death Claw gets to re-roll hit rolls for both the Deadly Beak and the Razor Claws until his next hero phase.
So attacking him first might have actually made it even worse for me. With Galmaraz, he's hitting on 3s right now with 3 attacks because of the Hurricanum, which gives him 2 hits. Galmaraz wounds on a 3, which is 2 wounds. Now there's -2 to this rend here, so my 4 up save becomes 6 up. Oh, I'm in cover. So 5 up. Both go through, and they're each worth 3 wounds. At 6 wounds, I'm down to 1. Death Claw is going to use his claws first. He has 6 attacks, hitting on 2s right now because of the Hurricanum. I'm going to just tear him up right now.
And reroll.
And reroll. Oh, all those ones get to reroll because I hurt them. So everything hit, wounding on 3s. Please don't kill my duder. Well, I mean, you're going to kill my duder. Everything wound. I ignore the rend, so my save is 3 up. And he's dead. Super dead! He took 5 more wounds. Only had 1. My 3 Saurus Warriors plus the champion are now going to attack. With their clubs hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. With the shields, they're hitting on 5s. No extra hits. So we got 2 wounds total with no rend, so 3 up save because of Mystic Shield.
Plus reroll 1s.
Oh boy. Hey, rerolling that 1. So 1 wound on 1 guy. And on my turn, or end of the turn, going to the Battle Shock part of this now. Because I'm within 8 inches of Karl Franz here, I have to roll 2 dice and pick the highest. I have a bravery of 10 on the Seraphim Lizardmen here. They've lost 21 models, so Mari, 11 are going to flee. 11 are going to flee plus my d6. So a total of 15 are going to flee. So here's 1, here's 2, and 3. And then you have to flee your guys to make up for the difference.
Okay.
Please?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy.
Alright, there was a very successful turn 1 for the Empire. A lot of synergy, super killy with the Right Guard Knights. I gotta love those guys. Karl Franz does what Karl Franz do. These guys did some very good shooting. Then the Kens finish off my general, my Scar Veteran. So we're going to turn 2, and we're going to see if I can get first turn. Don't roll high right now, okay, buddy? Here we go. 5. Just don't roll 6. Just don't roll 6. Re-rolling. 3. I concede. Well,
it's not good.
Let's see what happens. Turn 2 hero phase. Karl Franz is going to give his command ability to the Reichsguard Knights to get them extra attacks. We're going to get a Mystic Shield coming from the Hurricanum onto the Reichsguard Knights, giving them a 3+ save on a 5+.
No.
Hey, no additional save. And that ends the hero phase.
Well, no.
My bad, there's a priest hiding behind the chariot over here, so Shield of Faith onto the Hurricanum on a 3+.
Nope.
No 3+. Backing up a step, we forgot to re-roll these realm gates. So this one here is Sinister. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sinister and Arcane. This one over here is Arcane and Inspiring +1 leadership. Pistoliers are moving up closer to my cavalry. Hurricanum moving forward 10. Priest is going to run. Not bad. 8 inches.
Yep.
Boom. Karl Franz getting short of my cavalry and my Kroxigor. Taking about 3 inches away.
Yep.
Outriders are moving very fast, getting really close to my skinks. And the Reichsguard getting 3 inches away from my Engine of the Gods. I'm going to call it the soon-to-be dead Engine of the Gods. Moving on to the shooting phase, we have Outriders firing into my skinks. Hitting on 4s.
Wait, let's just make sure of that.
3 more for the sharpshooter, hitting on 4s. 3 is the wound. Ooh, that's going to be 5 dead. I'm going to pull him from the front, make the charge a little bit longer. Outriders going to fire into the Source Cavalry. All these shots are hitting on 4s. They're wounding on 3s. They ignore the rend, so they go 5 save. Oh, 2 dead. These 2. The Engineer's going to fire his rifle into the Engine of the Gods, hitting on a 3. He hits, he's wounding on a 3. No wound. The Hurricane is going to fire into the Kroxigor. It has 3d6 attacks. So the first one is going to be a 2.
Which is just a mortal wound.
1 mortal wound. Down to 3. Next one over. I think it's D3 mortal wounds.
Yep. Nope, that's a mortal wound.
A mortal wound. Okay, we're down to 2. Third one. That one's D3?
Yep.
2. Kills 1. First cannon over here. Now I'm going to fire into the Kroxigor. 2 shots, hitting on 4s now. They both hit. They're wounding on 2s. 1 wounds. It's minus 2. With the rend, I have a 6-up save. No, D6 wounds. 1. Down to 3. Second cannon, 2 shots, hitting on 4s. Rerolling for the Engineer. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 2. With a 6-up save. Nope, and D6 wounds. 6. So it's 3, and then 3 of the next, 3 of the next guy brings him down to 1. In the charge phase, the Outriders are going after my cavalry successfully. Big Bad Carl's gonna go ahead and charge. No, he definitely ends whatever he wants to charge. Boom.
+2.
Knights are gonna charge. I don't think you possibly would fail to that +2. So they're definitely in. And the Outriders over here. 5 will get him in. In the combat phase, Karl Franz going to attack first. He's putting all of his attacks onto the Kroxigor. So with Galmaraz, 3 attacks hitting on 3s. 4s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. That is 6-up saves. Make none, and that'll do 6 wounds and kill them.
There we go.
I think my best bet is to go after these knights over here. With the engine's sharpened horns on the stake on itself, there's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on 3s. We got no wounds. With the crushing stomps, they got 3d6 attacks. I'll take the 9. These hit on 4s. Wound on 4s. 5 of them. You have Mystic Shield, so a 3+ save. 1 more. Hey, take 1 wound. With the Cavalry Sabers, there's 7 attacks. Right now they're hitting on 4s because they're +1 to hit.
Oh.
Hitting on 3s?
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
Hitting on 3s, okay. Wouldn't have mattered. We got 3 hits, wounding on 3s. 4s. 3s.
4s. Nothing.
Nothing. The Marksman has a brace of pistols, he's hitting on 4s. Nothing. Now the horses are going to attack, +1 hit, so they're hitting on 4s. Okay, so that was a mistake. They're actually hitting on 3s. There's no sense of consistency on this. So they're normally hitting on 4s, but +1 hit from the Hurricaneum, and now they're wounding on 5s. We got 3. With a 5-up save, no, I take 3 wounds. So he'll take 2. I'll put 1 wound on his buddy. Alright, my melee weapons for my skinks here, they have the Bolt Spitters and Moonstone Clubs. So the Bolt Spitters are 5 attacks, hitting on 6s. Hey, we got a hit. They're wounding on 5s. We got a wound. Then the Clubs are hitting on 5s. And wounding on 4s. We have a total of 3 wounds. 5's a save. Hey, we killed 1. Knights are now going to attack. Try to kill my engine. These knights have double their attacks right now, well, +1 attack right now with their lances, hitting on 3s. And on the charge, you're wounding on 3s. My Stegatron has a 4+ save. Ooh, we're going to fail 2 and take 4 wounds. Down to 6. And then the horses all have 3 attacks apiece right now. They're very good horses, they're hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. And I have a 4-up save against these. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. 7 wounds. I had 6 left. Just dead.
You bring guys onto the table, yes?
And now my Source Cavalry are going to attack. And I'll try to kill the Pistoliers. Yeah, Pistoliers. With my Lances on my Cavalry, I have 5 models with 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound, no rend. 5-up save. 1 wound. 5 attacks with the shields, hitting on 5s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds at 5-up. Taking a wound, and it kills 1 of the cavalry so far. And then the cold ones have 2 attacks apiece, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Hey!
Wow.
With a 5-up save. Oh, okay, I'll take that. And then we're going to go over here. So we have, there's 6 of them left. Cavalry Sabers hitting on 4s. Yep. We got 4 hits. Oops. Wounding on 4s.
1.
We got 1, and a 6-up save. Nope, kills a guy.
As in 3s?
Captain with his pistols hitting on 5s. No. Horses hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. We got 2. 6-up save. Nope. 2 more dead.
Let me just do my Battle Shock.
Going on to Battle Shock, we have the Outriders over here. Nope. You need to roll 6 for 1 to flee. These guys are Bravery 7, so they're fine.
They only lost 1 model, so their special ability, don't even have to take it.
Gotcha. And over here we lost 4 cavalry.
Don't have to take it because I'm within 15 inches.
Gotcha. These guys will be immune to their Battle Shock because they're Bravery 10. Over here, we lost 8 models. We have Bravery of 10. And the rest just fled. Going to the bottom of turn 2, I have Chameleon Skinks that can pop up. And I have a unit of 5 Source Cavalry left. And across the table, I just have to fight the entire army. So I think, I don't like to do this, but I think it makes sense to concede now at the top, or sorry, the bottom of turn 2. You won. We're going to play another game though, but I want to talk about what happened here. I done screwed up. I moved my entire army forward and lost the roll for turn 2. Just a lot of times, I think a lot of us happens to us. We just forget about those random turn rolls.
Yeah, that was a big deal. But I think going first is not always a benefit in this game. Like you want to go first, like it feels good to go first, but I think going second is actually a little bit better with this game. Like I feel like that.
You're probably right. The thing is, I have to remember those random turn lanes. I could have or should have tried to plan to do so. So instead of moving my entire army forward, knowing that you're going to go next, maybe moving your entire army forward, it came down to a game of like neither one of us knows who's going to go next the next turn. So whoever would have went next would have got all the charges, and it worked out in your favor. Once you healed my big pile of wounds here, you were just to chop through the rest of my stuff. I got not a single charge off, and would I even kill anything of yours? I killed. One knight and 5 outriders in combat. The combats that you initiated. Yeah. I don't think you even had a chance to swing at poor Carl over here.
But I mean, in all fairness, I did learn from you how to stack my magical abilities.
Yeah, this was actually a super scary combination, and I actually, I like that. I like that a lot. These guys are really scary.
Oops, this right here is
+1 attack.
+1 attack.
+1 to hit.
And then
reroll to hit.
Reroll to hit or shield.
Yep.
And then they both affect free people with a 15-inch bubble, 10-inch bubble. So.
And you still have the mage who can cast Mystic Shield, and you have these knights who are pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good. I like the army. We're going right now. We're going to play another game. I'm sorry for the short game, guys. That's how it goes. You beat me really good. Yeah. Good on you. Good game. Right now we're going to go to the vault, and I'm going to get my revenge. If you're already a vault member, you click the links below and get yourself a 7-day free trial. Watch the Revenge of Steve, the massive event that's coming up. I'm probably going to use the same army because I can't stand losing. So I'm going to try to win with the same army. So click the link below, get yourself a 7-day free trial, watch that battle report and everything else we have in the vault. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy wargaming.